All right, welcome to another episode of 6th grade math. So today we are going to be writing equations and inequalities. So remember, equations have equal signs and inequalities have our different types of alligator mouths. So essentially, we are going to be going back and forth from words to actual math problems. And the biggest thing that we have to focus on today is vocabulary, because vocabulary is going to let us know what is happening in a situation. So right here, I just have some words that mean different operations. So I want you to look through the ad. You can pause. I want you to read through these, and I want you to put a star next to one that you did not know that meant to add. So adding. Okay, I want you to pause, read through the subtract, and if there is one that you were like, oh, I forgot about that one, put a star for the ones for subtract. So maybe like coupon is like, oh, I forgot about a coupon. Okay, multiply each per times, and there might be more than just these. Okay, and divide, same thing. If there's anything that surprised you, put a star. And notice each is in both multiply and divide. It just depends on whether or not you know the total. If you know the total, you're dividing. If you don't, you're multiplying. And then down here, we have our inequalities. The biggest thing I need you to know is for less than and fewer, those are the only things that can mean this symbol right here. Greater than, more than, that's the only thing that can mean that. So what I mean by that is if it says or, at, like at least, at most, no, any of those words are going to mean that we have that line, that extra line. So that might help us get rid of some Joe Schmoes. If it's just greater than, less than, just the simple, then we're not going to have the line. All right, and let's go ahead and go inside. So if you look here, we're going to start with words, and then we're going to go to the math problem. So they're going to give us a situation, and we have to figure out what's happening. So there were 31 people on a bus after 4 people got off the bus. Which equation can be used to find X, the total number of people on the bus before 4 people got off? So let's go back through and kind of think about this. So there were 31 after 4 people got off. So there's now 31. So that means we're taking away people. So if I think about that, how many people did there used to be? Okay, if there were 31 after people got off, how many did there used to be? There used to be 35. So 35 was my original number, okay? There used to be 35. If 4 people got off, so that would mean I'm subtracting. 4 people are getting off. They're just walking off. So that means then there would be 31. So which equation can be used to find X, the total number of people before? So we know that's 35, so let's just see which one makes sense. So if I plug in 35, am I going to be dividing those people to get 31? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, 4 times 35. Am I making groups of 35 people? No, I'm not. Okay, 35, take away 4. That does make sense because 4 people got off, so I'm taking them away. And then 35 plus 4. Are people getting on the bus? That would be plus. So that's definitely not it either. So C would be my answer. And that's all we're doing. We're looking at the situation. We're finding the match. All right. Leong has a goal of walking at least 18 miles. Okay, so at least 18 miles. So that right there tells me I'm going to have one of those equal signs, okay? Because it doesn't say greater than or less than, at least. She walks at a rate, rate's a good word, of 4 miles per hour. So both of those tell me that I am multiplying, okay? So looking at my answer choices, I can get rid of C and D. They are both Joes because they are adding. Rate and per are both good multiply words. So which inequality can Liang use to find H, the number of hours she should walk to meet or exceed her goal. So we want to either get to 18 or we want more than 18. So that right there, we want more than 18 or equal. Okay, so looking at A, this side would be the bigger because my alligator would be this. So is this bigger than 18? Yes, it is. Or on this one, is what she is doing bigger than 18? No, it's not, because my alligator is eating this side. This would be my big side over here. So is that bigger than 18? No, that would be less. So which one shows what she's doing as bigger than 18? A, because it's bigger than 18. This one would be less than 18. All right, let's go on to the next one. So on this one, we are now going the opposite way. I am starting with the math problem and I need to match the words. So which statement could be best represented by 8x equals 304? So I know a number next to a letter, this is multiplying. Okay, and 304 is going to be my total. It's the big part. Okay, so I need good multiplying words in my problem. So let's go. Megan is creating a YouTube playlist and needs 304 minutes of content. Okay, so that matches. She currently has 8 minutes. How many more minutes does she need? So she has 8. We just want more. How many more is a subtract word? So that is definitely not what I want there. Okay, B. A car wash profits $8 on each car that gets a premium wash. So that's a good multiply or divide. The car wash earns $304 today. So that's a good total. How many cars chose the premium wash? So if each car is $8, could we multiply? So one car gets $8, 2 car gets 16, 3, go on. So that one seems pretty good to get to 304. Okay, C, Julie is separating. That right there tells me, what are we doing? Separating, that's a dividing word. So that's definitely out. Okay. Jackson must sell 304 baseball cards. He has already sold 8. How many more is a minus word. So B would be my answer. All right, last one. Which statement could be represented by the inequality x over 12 is greater than or equal to 7? So I need to talk about a few things. So first, my alligator is pointing this way, so this is my big side. Okay, so this has to be greater than or equal to 7. So we need to have that equal in there. So if it just says more than or less than, it is not our answer. So I am just going to skim for the words more than, less than. So this one says at most, so that one's good. B says more than, so that's just going to be one of these. So that's out. No less than, that could be there because that no, like we talked about on the front, that no can equal a line, okay? So, and then we have just less than by itself on this one, so that one's out. Okay, so now we need to actually read through and see, are either of them dividing? Because a fraction means to divide. So A, Emily divided, so obviously yes. And then Emily is pouring into cups. So that's also dividing, okay? So now the most important part is right here. So Emily divided X crayons into 12 boxes. There were at most 7 crayons in each box. At most. So that means we cannot put more than 7. So can't have more than 7. We cannot. Okay, C, Emily poured X ounces of juice into 12 cups, and each cup had no less than. So if it's no less than, that means we need more or equal. Because if we can have no less, we can have equal, we can have more, but we can't have less. So now we need to go back here and we want this. It says more. This is bigger than 7. So can't have more or more. Our answer would be C, because again, our alligator up here is telling us more than 7. And that's all we're doing. We're just reading and finding the match.